Hello, my beautiful souls. The Awakened Dreamer here to give you your daily tarot reading for Wednesday, December 29th, 2021. Thank you so much for joining me. And as always, keep in mind this is a general daily read for all 12 signs. So just take what resonates and, as always, just leave what doesn't. All right? What was I going to say as well? Thank you so much to all of you beautiful souls who have requested a personal reading with myself recently. I more than appreciate it, all right? But with that said and done, let's aim down and pull some cards. Alrighty, let's begin by pulling the overall energy for the day. Or overall focus, I guess you could say. For the beautiful collective for Wednesday the 29th. For Wednesday the 29th. I'm feeling a little bit confused already in this overall energy. Health. Health is our overall focus for this Wednesday, all right? An underlining focus on our goals. Ooh, I love this one. Blueberry Dragon. All right, interesting. So, yeah, focusing on our goals throughout this Wednesday, of course, however that pertains to you, but Spirit and the Universe wanting to push an overall focus on our health, okay? Let's pull the main part of the reading. What do we have for the day to continue for Wednesday? For Wednesday. All right, we got 1 out of the 4. Per usual, if you are new to these dailies, I pull 1 for each quarter of the day. What else do we have for the second quarter of the day, or second half rather? There is something calming for the most part about the energy. I'm still feeling quite perplexed, if you will, in the energy. It feels like the path to the completion of certain goals feels quite endless, or just as if you have to put in so much effort, as you could just see how much shuffling I just had to do to get those 4 cards out. Anyways, they came out eventually. An underlining focus on, there's an underlining focus on how certain energies, people, conclusions, difficulties affect you in an emotional manner throughout this Wednesday, or in general, okay? With that Queen of Cups. So we're beginning the day with the Queen of Swords. That's 2 queens. It's a beginning to the day where you're very determined. You're very, a little bit feisty, but in a calm, cool, and collected manner. Just more so determined to complete your goals, okay? To do what you have to do to fulfill certain obligations, but in a manner where you're not afraid to whip out that sword to do what you have to do, okay? As I just touched the card, I heard, whatever it takes, I will accomplish this. Again, a very determined energy, a very sort of, you can move out of my way, or I'll have to sort of move around you or push past you in one way, shape, or form. Nobody and nothing is going to get in the way of the completion of my goals, even if it feels like, again, that path is very endless or just tedious at this time. There's something you've been working towards diligently, and it doesn't seem like the beginning of this Wednesday is any exception to that, okay? It just feels like you are not giving up, and you're not willing to accept defeat, period. The Fool. I just heard, okay, what can I do differently? You know, it's a part of the day as you make your way to the second quarter where you're reevaluating things. You're asking yourself in a very mature and logical way, okay, what I've been working towards seems a bit difficult or drawn out. And maybe that's purposeful, but what can I do to achieve those goals or that main goal sooner, right? And how can I move towards the achievement, the completion of those goals in a healthier manner, right? How can I personally adjust a very hierophant feeling, adjust how I'm approaching and doing what I need to do, right? Getting done what feels necessary at this point, or it just fulfills me in one way, shape, or form. I just heard it's my passion. I can do this. But just because something's your passion doesn't mean you can't rework something or adjust it to make it more successful or just, um, yeah, more appropriate, is what I heard. Anyways, however it works for you, it just feels like you're willing to sort of, if you look at this imagery, or you're pushed to by the universe and spirit to break out of that shell of comfort that you're used to, or just that shell of routine, if you will, and shake it up a bit to see different results or better results, if you will. I think you'll thank yourself in the end. All right. And I feel like for a lot of you, you've implemented certain adjustments and changes recently, or maybe a little bit further back, and it did prove worthy and successful, you know, brought you in more of what you're looking for. So why wouldn't you continuously sort of try to change it and shake it up to see how much more you can bring on in? All right. The Emperor. This is another very determined energy. I just heard, I will do it, I will do it, I will do it. And because, you know, with the Queen of Swords, it was more a gentle sort of like, yep, move out of my way. Yep, bye. Okay, I got to do this. Or I will overcome, you know, what I have to. But if you look at this imagery, there's like fire in the eyes. I will do it, I will do it, I will do it. You know, this could even be in regards to something different than we were speaking upon in the first half of the day. But it feels like your main focus these days is going to be so damn successful. And it's just because you don't give up, because of that uh, fearless determination, if you will, you coming off very bold um, and a little bit sort of feisty all the meanwhile. I just heard the sun backs you up, the moon backs you up, the universe backs you up, and it's something you need to remember as you move forward. Stand strong in what you believe in your passions. Wow, this is a nice reading. I just heard if you believe you can do it, you can. You know, and it's this third quarter of the day where you remember how strong you are. You remember how much you love what you do and why you wake up at the beginning of the day and think about this project, this business, this job, or whatever this goal or these goals are for you. You know, it just feels like you remember that even brings you strength and healing to a certain extent when you move towards it or produce or develop when it comes to that. You know, it just feels like at times the path to those goals or that goal or whatever it is for you is a bit draining, but doesn't it heal you and make you stronger all the meanwhile? Or it reminds you to sort of bring back that strength in one way, shape, or form. It reminds you at this point in the day its purpose in your life for one reason or another. I just heard, you're my strength and I am dedicated. This might even have to do with a person as well, a connection, but it feels like for the majority of you, this is all very intertwined. Okay? The world. And so we have three major arcana. So this is a huge, very powerful day when it comes to change and development and realizations. Okay? Interesting. I just heard my world is changing and I don't care. I don't care, let it happen. And I just got this feeling where like I was shaking my head like, yep, this is gonna happen. Like I accept it. Some of you maybe even have predicted certain changes that are meant to happen moving forward, or just expect them intuitively. You know this is going to work out, is what I just heard. This is going to pan out. It just feels like you see certain changes and adjustments moving forward to benefit your health or just to benefit your life in general, even just to assist you in your emotional health. And all the meanwhile, it's like, I accept is what I'm hearing. And I just feel like being aligned with the Fool card, the changes and adjustments you initiate yourself side by side with the changes and adjustments that the universe and spirit implement will just allow for your life to transform in a beautiful, healthy manner. Just keep swimming as you are given more insight on how to keep adjusting things in the way that they're meant to be adjusted. Allow yourself to remember how strong you are with how you do things in your own manner. Even if you don't have it all figured out, it's the beautiful part of it is figuring it out on the way. Wow. What a beautiful reading. So it's definitely a day where you remember how strong you are, where your passions lie and why they lie there, and to just keep moving and keep figuring it out on the way. Beautiful. So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I hope you have the most amazing Wednesday, and I'll see you next time. Bye.